Hi, welcome back, and thank you for being here on this Tuesday, October the 20th. A nice, mild day, albeit mostly cloudy towards the latter part of it in the neighborhood. We've got some more beautiful weather in store for the next couple of days until the next front rolls through and changes things just in time for your weekend, sad to say. I have a camera right now at this evening's Montgomery County Fiscal Court meeting, a report on that, and a lot of other reports to follow as well starting tomorrow. But tonight we'll have a couple of arrests of Sayersville or Montgomery County men in Floyd County by two different departments for two different investigations. I will also have in-depth coverage tonight of the visit by Hal Rogers and other officials who were in Sayersville today to participate in a roundtable discussion, if you will, about making good first impressions. A lot came out of this today. I'll share that with you. I also have, of course, your local COVID update where the numbers locally have finally caught up at the state level, and Montgomery County now is officially in the red as designated by the state, where local officials knew we were yesterday and day before, actually. But your local and state COVID update as well before I leave you. We'll begin with two arrests, actually several more than that, but the arrest of two different Montgomery County men related to two different investigations in neighboring Floyd County. We'll begin with the Floyd County Sheriff's Department, which on Saturday afternoon around 1 made a traffic stop on a vehicle traveling through Harold, during which their K9 unit, Alita, alerted to the presence of illegal drugs, a substantial quantity of illegal drugs, including fentanyl and heroin. In this particular case, Floyd County Sheriff's deputies say they actually discovered heroin, fentanyl, prescription pills, and digital scales and plastic baggies for the distribution of those drugs on two individuals. 44-year-old James Stacy of Sayersville, as well as this man, 32-year-old Frank Henry London of Harold, Kentucky. Both men were arrested and face similar charges of trafficking in a controlled substance first degree for the heroin, trafficking in a controlled substance first degree for the fentanyl, and possession of a controlled substance in the third degree. The exact weights or quantities of the drugs were not given. I did see a photograph which was not clear enough to really duplicate or repurpose here for the show, which indicated that there was a significant amount of both heroin and fentanyl that were confiscated from both of these men, which have since been lodged in the Floyd County Detention Center while the Floyd County Sheriff's Department investigation continues. Next, from the Prestonsburg Police Department, they've notified us via a press release that for the past several days, they have been investigating the theft of an ATV that was stolen from a local pawn shop. And alongside that investigation, they've been looking into the theft of a vehicle from Pike County. It was several months ago, back in the spring, that a near-new 2019 Chevy Silverado was stolen from Walters Mazda in Coal Run, as well as a Toyota Tacoma pickup truck from Pops Chevrolet in Prestonsburg. And as a part of an investigation into the stolen ATV, police obtained information that this man, 30-year-old Leonard Blair of Sayersville, also formerly of Prestonsburg, was connected to and had stolen the ATV. It was also learned that Blair's family had in their names vehicles matching the description of those that were used in the thefts of these vehicles and ATV. Blair was also already wanted in relation to a wanton endangerment case here in Montgomery County, during which he was driving one of the vehicles that was used in the crime of the theft of one of the other vehicles. Blair has also been convicted of an auto theft in Johnson County, which one of those stolen vehicles was used to steal that vehicle. So on Thursday, Prestonsburg police went to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center where Leonard Blair was already lodged, and where he admitted his involvement or knowledge of all three cases, the theft of the ATV and the two stolen pickup trucks. And using that information, Prestonsburg police now have additional arrest warrants for not just Leonard Blair, but also Ricky Goebel for multiple theft-related charges, as well as being persistent felony offenders. Both remain lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center at this time, awaiting those further charges, which are pending. Stay tuned, because when I come back, we'll talk about Congressman Hal Rogers being in Sayersville today. He actually stopped by Logan Corporation first, before a roundtable discussion at the Montgomery County Health Department. It was at Logan that he checked in with local representatives discussing their success and progress and future expansion ongoing now, much of which happened with the assistance of grants that Congressman Rogers helped obtain. We'll talk more about the Logan expansion in the coming days, but we'll talk more about Congressman Rogers' visit to Sagersville and that roundtable discussion and making first impressions after these messages. We know that life cannot come to a complete standstill because of the pandemic, but we can make sure that you can continue to bank safely and securely by calling either branch of the Sagersville National Bank to schedule any in-lobby services, or by using either of our drive-thrus. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5, and the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. Or by taking advantage of our completely free 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, banking by phone, remote deposit, automatic payment services, and more. Sagersville National Bank, always making your banking easier and safer.
Hello, Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. We have big news. Our credit rebuilding program can put you in a nicer, newer vehicle today. Get 0% financing for 84 months on 2020 Ram trucks. Slow credit, bad credit, or no credit. We can get you approved and save over $3,000 on the Chrysler Pacifica. And it all comes with the Hutch Guarantee.
Same 6 decades of experience, same undivided dedication and focus on winning your case. New location. The law offices of McFarland and Tinker are now located on Route 114 in the former McGoffin Farm Bureau location. Motor vehicle accidents, Social Security disability, SSI claims, wrongful death and workers' compensation and work injury cases. Call 349-9000. McFarland and Tinker. It's hard to describe the t-shirt lines and looks in right now at the seasonal shop, but I'm going to try. 2 of them are made right here in KY, Ridge and Holler, because, in Kentucky, you're always in one or the other, and both are always beautiful. Just check these designs out. The other is Yonder, and it's made in Pikeville, and it's just as cool and creative and all Kentucky. Definitely something there to appeal to everyone. And the ever-popular Turn Row brand, also at the seasonal shop for all fans of anything farming. And you can come into the shop and experience the magic of perfectly chilled drinks. For regular and slim cans, regular or even wine bottles, cups, and more. It's the Cadillac of koozies by Brewmate. All colors and styles in stock right now at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop.
Your state representative in the 92nd District is John Blanton, and in the last 4 years, he's been working hard. He's secured over $130 million for the district. In McGoffin County, he continued the funding at a cost of $80 million for the Mountain Parkway, while at the same time bringing water and sewer lines to the city of Salyersville and the much-needed industrial park. Your vote is needed to continue the progress in the 92nd District, paid for by John Blanton.
Life is largely about first impressions, and local leaders invited Congressman Hal Rogers, his lovely wife Cynthia as well, who attended him today, and some others, to be a part of a round-table discussion in an effort to get feedback and hopefully, of course, as well, some financial support on a project that has been drawn up to beautify the first part of Sagersville that anyone traveling east or west on the Mountain Parkway sees, making an everlasting, positive first impression for those who do.
We've got evidence. We've done a survey that Sagersville is really a pretty nice place. We know that, and now is our time to shine. For all of those who, we've got friends from other places, but for all of you who live here, we know that in the past it's not been always that the city, the county, the school system have all worked together, but we can enjoy that right now. We hope it continues because that partnership, that relationship is really good. We think it's good for Salyersville, we think it's good for McGoffin County, and we think it's good for our region.
As depicted in this conceptual rendering, the project is aimed at creating a dynamic new gateway, not just to Salyersville, but to Eastern Kentucky. Along Restaurant Row, with new signage, landscaping, essentially a beautiful new and functional facade to complement the newly done portion of the Mountain Parkway.
This project that Dave is talking about and the mayor is something that can be vitally important to us here in McGoffin County and Salyersville. But not just us, but to the entire East Kentucky region. Whether you realize it or not, when you come east on the Mountain Parkway and you truly get into the hills of Eastern Kentucky, Salyersville is the first actual town that you come to on the Mountain Parkway. Now, I know you come by Stanton and Clay City, but I don't count that as being in the hills of Eastern Kentucky. But you also have to present yourself to those coming. And so this beautification of this 4-lane, this is the first impression. And first impressions are very important. And this will be the first impression people are going to get of Salyersville and of our cities here in Eastern Kentucky. So not only is this going to help Salyersville, Mayor, this will help you in Prestonsburg, because they're going to come in and the first city they come to in Eastern Kentucky, they're going to see just how much we care about our communities, how much effort we've put in, and it's going to benefit all of us across Eastern Kentucky.
I think this project is instrumental in changing the attitudes of people towards Eastern Kentucky. I think when they come to Salyersville and they see this project and they see the niceness, the beauty of it, the way we've laid this out, and I think there's only one other place that has the access roads like this according to the Highway Department. It's just something that we're proud of. I know I'm proud of it.
Our goal is to work within the community, to help and assist in any way, but we want to be able to be a community that's a true community, school, city, county, where it all works together. And the beautification, if you can get people to stop, it's just like anything else. If you get people, when you campaign, if they let you on the porch, you can talk a lot. So that's what we want here, is we want them to be able to stop and we can show them what we have. And once we can attract them and get them to slow down a little bit, they may come back.
Local leaders as well took the opportunity to talk about vital needs for countywide water and sewer, for an ample water supply to furnish any future purposes or use of the industrial park on the Parkway, tourism, of course, and more. And as he always is, and as he always has been, Congressman Rogers was not just supportive of our efforts, but more than impressed with how the community was united and organized in their message today, and how exemplary of an example it was of how all communities should work together.
Well, what I've heard today here at this town meeting is the result of what I consider the very best way to go about building your community. And that's pulling together and arranging your thoughts so that you're working with your town's people. So I think this is what all communities ought to, the way they ought to try to grow. Come together, talk it over, find the things you agree on, pursue them, and make it happen. And they're on their way. Nothing good happens unless there's community-based support. There's got to be a foundation for some important project. You can't just do it, you've got to build an audience for it and support for it. And this type of a meeting, open meeting, where everyone is asked and invited to air their thoughts, is what builds a base for building whatever project it is you're after. And there's been some great projects mentioned here today. I'm very impressed. But I wish more of our communities would come together like this, forget their differences, pull in the common direction, and make some good things happen that results in more jobs and a better economy. With the demise of the coal industry by and large, we really don't have a choice. We're having to think new thoughts because the old ways are not there. So I salute them for the great work that they're starting here.
Nearly everything today is about being safe and well, and Parkway Pharmacy has 2 great ways to get your prescriptions quickly, safely, and conveniently. Simply pull up curbside and call and let them know you're there, or circle around the building and drive through. And just in, a fresh inventory of Atalo, premium CBD oil and cream products for managing pain, anxiety, depression, rest, digestion, and more. All at Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville. Go with All Pro and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today.
We know a lot about these parts. We know to get what you need to climb the gorge, you go to Miguel's and afterwards you come back for a slice of their famous pizza. We know a great place for a relaxing weekend at the lake is in Paintsville. We know if you have a sweet tooth, you can't pass up a cone at Freezer Fresh Dairy in West Liberty. And we know if it's Friday night in the mountains, we'll be at the football field cheering on the home team. We know because we proudly serve these areas with the power to connect us all. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hello, Bob Hutchison here for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. We have big news. Our credit rebuilding program can put you in a nicer, newer vehicle today. Get 0% financing for 84 months on 2020 Ram trucks. Slow credit, bad credit, or no credit, we can get you approved. 0% for 72 months on the Jeep Compass. And it all comes with the Hutch Guarantee.
There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785. Now for a few quick reminders on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Perhaps one last reminder that the Gardner Farm is decorated for Halloween daily 4 to 10. Please stay in your vehicle per the COVID pandemic, of course, but enjoy all the lights, maybe a few fun frights as well at the Gardner Farm on the Ivy Point Hill, which indeed is all done up for Halloween. Nightly, if you will, 4 to 10. Medicare open enrollment is underway right now, and Big Sandy Ad has SHIP counselors via telephone to help you with applying for LIS or the Medicaid Savings Program. Call 886-2374 or 800-737-2723 between 8 and 4:30 weekdaily. And the local chapter of the DAR is still looking to recognize all of our Vietnam veterans. If you haven't contacted them or someone in your family has not, please call Pam Wages Wednesdays or Thursdays after 1 at 349-1005. And call me when you have a calendar announcement or birthday or anniversary you want on the show. And if you want birthdays, birth announcements, or anniversaries published in the Salyersville Independent for free, send those to Joe, J-O, at SalyersvilleIndependent.com. Go to Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Your state representative in the 92nd District is John Blanton, and in the last 4 years, he's been working hard. He's secured over $130 million for the district. In McGoffin County, he continued the funding at a cost of $80 million for the Mountain Parkway, while at the same time bringing water and sewer lines to the city of Salyersville and the much-needed industrial park. Your vote is needed to continue the progress in the 92nd District, paid for by John Blanton.
It's one of the most popular and most famous things we've ever done at your Sayersville Lee's. Well, except for our chicken and our biscuits and our wedges and our ice and our hot dogs and you know what I mean. The $5 coupon is back in this week's edition of the Sayersville Independent. That's $5 off family specials. That's 16 or 20 pieces of chicken, any way you like it, with mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, and biscuits, enough to feed the fam and more. $5 off. Clip the coupon. They'll even give it to you for free in a free newspaper at your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe. $5 off is back. Now for your nightly COVID update, we'll begin with that of the state level before we get to local numbers tonight, where earlier today, before issuing what he called a grim announcement of numbers for Kentucky, Governor Beshear said that he and his family had tested negative again today and were still a few days out of being out of quarantine. He made that announcement before announcing what he called a grim day for Kentucky, what he considers to be amongst or amidst our third escalation of the coronavirus here in the Commonwealth, as all numbers continue to go up and approach critical levels.
I've thought in many things that I've faced, this would be the toughest thing I'd have to deal with, whether in a career or family otherwise. And guess what? Tougher things come along, but we're tougher people after having dealt with them. I'd like to think we're smarter and tougher after having dealt with two of these increases thus far. We got to prove it, and now's the time to do it. Because today's COVID report has our fourth highest ever total for positive new coronavirus cases, 1,312. Yesterday we had the highest Monday ever. This is the highest Tuesday ever, and it's the highest by 258 cases. It's not even close. 144 of those individuals are 18 years or younger, again showing the level that this is hitting even our younger Kentuckians. Hospitalization continues to go up today, 776. ICU continues to go up. It's 202 today. That's up from 190 yesterday. So that is 12 more Kentuckians fighting for their lives. I'm currently on a ventilator, 96. That's up from 89 yesterday. And our positivity rate for the first time, our positivity rate is now back over 5% at 5.08%. That is the highest since August 25th.
In today's numbers, an additional 16 deaths, says the governor, ranging in ages from 97 down to 56. A 56-year-old, a 64, 67, 74, 73, 76-year-old, 78-year-old, several in their 80s and 90s as well. Also among the governor's announcements today, when he covered cases by county, he referred to Johnson County having 14 and Magoffin County having 11. That large number of cases reported today by the state, containing numbers that I've been reporting to you locally yesterday and from over the weekend. And after just getting off the phone with Magoffin County's Public Health Director Pete Shepard, he has confirmed 5 additional positive cases today. That is 20 cases when you add today's numbers to the 15 yesterday, which included positives from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A total of 20 cases in 4 days, 4.5 or so, give or take, for Magoffin County. Now, keep that in mind as to talking about the state positivity map. School officials over the course of the weekend, realizing where the numbers were headed as soon as they were logistically counted or logged at the state level, realized we were going to be in the red, and today those numbers finally caught up. So let's again take a look at our incident rate in Kentucky, and specifically in Magoffin County. Magoffin County, of course, in orange, as was depicted in this map. This map dated September the 15th, which I showed you yesterday, had Magoffin County's incident rate at 11.7 in the orange. Fast forward almost a month later to October the 12th, just a few weeks ago, a little more than a week ago. Magoffin County still in the orange at 14. Yesterday, we were at 21.1, still in the orange, but with those number of cases, which I've been reporting to you since Monday, and the health department reported over the course of the weekend, those being officially recognized at the state today. Well, McGoffin County is now officially in the red, and right where local health officials yesterday believed we would be, 32.9. That means that going back to September the 12th, there were 9 counties in the red. A month later, there were 25. Yesterday, we had 44 counties in the red, and now McGoffin County is one of 50 cases designated as critical as of today. Now let's wrap it up with your Licking Valley RACC Outlook, where it's looking more than just nice for the next couple of days. Dare I say beautiful, and pushing close to 80 on your Thursday, but then a front comes. Yeah, we've got some cloud cover out there tonight, but not making any rain, just making for a 56-degree low when it's all said and done. We will see skies becoming mostly clear later on during the overnight. The clouds will part, and we will see another sunny day in the neighborhood tomorrow. 56 for your low tonight, nothing more than a southwesterly wind at 5 or so, going down to 0. And then tomorrow, we actually are going to push close to 80 for the next couple of days. Tomorrow on your Wednesday, 79 beautiful sunny degrees with a west-southwesterly wind 3 to 5, just enough to make it a little more nice. Mostly clear skies tomorrow night, mid-50s, almost ditto for your Thursday with the exception of a little AM fog. So 79 again Thursday, sunny skies, mostly clear that night, almost exact nighttime lows in the mid-50s again for the rest of your Thursday. Friday's not a total loser. We're going to see 77 and mostly sunny skies after some AM fog, but shower chances do start to weasel their way in, and really Friday, latter afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, we'll see a 20 and then a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mainly after 9 o'clock is when the activity looks to crank up Friday evening. This is because we've got a front coming that's going to continue to give us shower chances and thunderstorm chances into your weekend, certainly on your Saturday. Right now, we're talking about a 40% chance of some showers and storms Saturday. Temperatures going from the upper 70s down to mid-60s. Nighttime lows around 54. Shower chances are going to stick around, as are the clouds thereafter, and the 60s. Sunday, 65, a 20% chance and mostly cloudy. Monday of next week, 67, mostly cloudy and a 40% chance. At least partly sunny skies return next Tuesday, still holding on to the mid-60s and low 50s, but partly sunny skies and a 40% chance of showers then. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. As I said, McGoffin County Fiscal Court coverage. We've got a great entertaining story that relates, of course, to sports. Tomorrow, a decision to be made, from what I understand, potentially in regards to the upcoming football game for this Friday night for the McGoffin County High School as to whether or not it's going to be held. And as always, information you're just not going to see or know if you're not here and reading with us in each weekly edition of the Sagersville Independent. We are working very hard, even through this pandemic, if not even more so if that's possible, to keep you up to date on all the local news and information here on Your News Today and in the Sagersville Independent, and as well, for that matter, in the Big Sandy News. So please join me back here tomorrow night, and we'll as well be soon talking about this week's edition of the Independent at that time. Good night again, and thank you for watching.